meeting a random person? Are we supposed to be kind to them? Are we supposed to show them love? Think about that. Because the way the world is going these days, you see someone that when you come into a place, they first of all look at you and they will evaluate you and they judge you. They don't want to know your content. They don't want to know if you're a good person or nothing.
Yeah, I know that's how a lot of people treat it, but personally, I try not to judge people based on their appearances. Like, never judge a person by his appearances. Like, I don't care about race, color, anything. For me, a human is a human. And yeah, I try to treat everyone equally with respect. If someone is in need, I help the person in need. I mean,
that is amazing because the truth is that a lot of persons don't have this mindset.
Yeah, I know.
It's about them. I
know. There's a lot of narcissism and egotistical people around now, and everybody thinks about themselves and everything. And honestly, they don't really care about the other people. It's like, I don't care if the other people are struggling. I only care if I'm doing good, right? And that's all that matters. Me and my family, that's all I care. I want it to be good. But they don't think that the fact that everything around them affects them, even though they don't really realize it, you have to be kind to other people as well. Because if you're kind to someone else, then maybe that person will also be kind to you. And we share kindness. If we share hatred and bigotry and, I don't know, something around that, you're just propagating and you will receive the same.
You're creating the world of hatred.
Exactly.
And a house that is built on hatred will definitely grow in hatred.
Yes, exactly.
And it definitely spread over. But what do you think, like, when we talk about love, what about when we talked about the love of God, like the love of Dominazio, where they said, do we need to, the Bible said that God so loved the world that he sent his only begotten son, Jesus, that whosoever believed him will not perish but have everlasting life. Okay, first of all, the love of God is the love of, it's a sacrificial love. There must be a tendency of sacrifice. Sacrifice is not about money. It's not just about money. It can be your time.
Exactly,
like what you're doing now, you're sacrificing your time right now because you have plans. And this was never part of your plan for today. We are sacrificing. And this is also a way of showing love. So what do you think about the love of God for us humans?
Well, I don't really believe that much in God and religion and stuff. It's complicated.
It's complicated.
I mean, I don't really believe in the Christian God and, all the teachings of Christianity, and mostly I'm against the church and all the propaganda that they're spreading. But what I believe is that you don't really need to have a God or a faith or anything to just be a good person. I mean, I try to be a good person without thinking that I'm going to go to heaven or God is going to punish me or something. No, I just want to be a good person because I feel like I want to be a good person. That's about it. I mean, anything else doesn't really matter.
The most important thing to God is love. Because the Bible said that he that loveth has fulfilled the law. So, but the truth is that there are some people who believe in God, who so-called call themselves Christians, but they don't walk in love. The truth is that this message is not just for people who doesn't believe in God. It's also for you who are watching and who you call yourself a Christian, but you discriminate against other people. If somebody is not your church member, you don't like them. They must come to your church before you like them. Then how can you get them to your church when you don't walk in love?
Yeah, that's another issue.
If I condemn you, then how can I preach Jesus to you?
Exactly.
I don't know if you understand.
I mean, okay, sure. From a religious standpoint, sure, you have to respect everyone's religion and faith, and I don't judge people on that. But a lot of people, they like the teachings of the Bible are good if we would actually follow them, like what Jesus told us about love and respect and loving one's neighbor, stuff like that, right? Yeah. But a lot of people just ignore that part and they only believe in the things that they choose from the Bible. They don't really see it, as a whole and as the real meaning and teachings of it. They just believe it on themselves. And
when we call ourselves Christians, the first thing that we preach the gospel about us is our attitude. It's our personality. People who gossip their fellow brothers, sisters, that is not the character of a Christian. We are not called to judge. We are not called to condemn. We are not called to kill. we are called to spread the love,
Yes.
to bring everyone together, to walk in unity, to prepare ourselves for the coming of the Lord. But a lot of people, mostly, I'm talking of Christians. You see, I keep referring Christians, because
Yeah.
I want them to words in the realms of the spirit. They are weapon.
Yes.
They are weapon. So if I tell somebody evil about you, and this is a person that God has programmed in his heart to favor you. Maybe you need a car for your business. Maybe you have a cleaning company and you needed a car for that to carry your cleaning materials to your site. And God laid it in the heart of this sister and said, give this man a car.
Yeah.
And I come to her, I said to her, oh, that brother is a bad guy. I don't like him. And the words are poisonous. And he goes into her heart and he stops her from doing what God have instructed me to do for you. Do you know what has happened? That person has sinned against God. And God will be angry with that person because actually he became a stumbling block to the blessing of God in this life of this man. So, what do you have to add to that?
It's a lot to discuss, but yeah, main issue is people judging other people and saying that he's a bad Christian, he's a good Christian, and taking and what I said before, that taking just specific parts of the Bible and the Word of God and applying only those that they like without doing the other one. And again, there are maybe some rules that are specified by the church and everything, like what you said, don't fornicate, don't whatever. But I mean, if you're a good person at the end of the day, and you don't do, of course, the worst of the sins, like killing people or whatever. But if you're helping people and doing good things, like, come on, all I believe is in good.
Yeah.
And helping, of course, one of the best goods that you can do is helping. How could I say this?
The needy?
Yes, the needy.
The less privileged.
The less privileged. And animals, nature, stuff like that. Like, I'm a big fan of animals.
Yeah.
And helping animals. Like, that is my one top priority. Is helping animals. I would pretty much choose helping an animal than choosing a human, honestly. And that's just what I believe in and what I consider the most. And I find animal cruelty to be the most abhorrent thing ever. And also, preserving nature and stuff like that. Because at the end of the day, we could consider that God is also nature, right? And try to, protect and defend what is around us as much as possible. Because, of course, there are limitations in life being how it is.
Well, let's round up. But what matters is accepting Jesus, believing in your heart first, because you cannot accept what you don't believe. It's believing in your heart, then accept the Lord Jesus, then walk according to his instructions, which is the will of God, which is the Bible. And this walking in line is not done by the power of the flesh. Because it's like a newborn baby, you have to exercise, you have to walk, sometimes you can fall, but you are expected at a point in time to come into maturity when you don't fall anymore and you become an adult in the things of God. So in a situation where you have to fornicate, the Bible says instead of you to fornicate, it says, why not just get married? So, and if you find yourself still doing that, God is not mad at you, because at that point in time, it's like a point of growth for you. But it's a level will come that you are expected not to do it. A level will come that God has expected you to walk in total perfection and maturity. So, but like I said, that is not the topic for today. The topic for today is love, and I really appreciate you so much. And what is your final message to everyone out there? What do you have to tell them about love?
Try to spread as much love as possible. Be kind to one another. And most of all, try to help animals as much as possible.
Very important.
Yeah, because if you learn to love animals and respect them and help them, you can also learn to
love and respect humans.
Love humans and respect humans and other things. But let's say maybe it's easier to love animals, right?
Because they don't rebel against you.
Yeah, they don't rebel against you. They're pure. They don't have bad intentions like humans. Let's say it's difficult because you've been hurt by humans
Yeah.
and stuff, and that's why maybe you hate them and stuff. Okay, I can understand that. But animals have done no wrong to you. So start with that, I guess. Start with helping animals, and then you can grow into helping humans and loving them and all that. And just stop judging people.
Yeah.
Stop spreading hate. Respect people. It doesn't matter what
Just be a
race they
kind
have.
person. It takes nothing to be kind.
It's really not that hard. Just
In fact, when you are kind, you meet kind people. You meet kind.
yeah.
Thank you so very much.
Thank you.
It was quite a wonderful time.
Yes.